Crash Course on American Revolutionary War. The American Revolutionary War, 1775 to 1783, was a conflict between Great Britain and its 13 North American colonies, which had declared their independence and formed the United States of America. The war was fought over a period of 8 years and ended with the British recognizing American independence in the Treaty of Paris. Causes of the American Revolutionary War. 1. British taxation policies. The British government had imposed a series of taxes on the colonies, including the Stamp Act, the Tea Act, and the Townshend Acts. These taxes were seen as unfair and oppressive by the colonists, who believed that they should not be taxed without representation in the British Parliament. 2. British military presence. The British had stationed troops in the colonies to enforce their laws and maintain order. The colonists saw this as a violation of their rights and resented the presence of foreign soldiers on their soil. 3. American patriotism. Many colonists had a strong sense of American identity and believed that they deserved the right to govern themselves. They were inspired by Enlightenment ideas about liberty and democracy and were willing to fight for their independence. Key events of the American Revolutionary War. 1. Lexington and Concord. The first shots of the war were fired at Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts, in April 1775. British troops were sent to seize a cache of weapons and gunpowder stored by the colonists, but they were met by a group of militiamen who engaged them in battle. 2. Battle of Bunker Hill. In June 1775, the British launched an attack on the colonists' position on Breed's Hill, which became known as the Battle of Bunker Hill. Although the British eventually won the battle, it was a costly victory and demonstrated that the colonists were willing to fight for their independence. 3. Declaration of Independence. In July 1776, the Continental Congress declared the colonies' independence from Britain in the Declaration of Independence. The document outlined the colonists' grievances and their reasons for seeking independence. 4. Battle of Saratoga. The Battle of Saratoga in 1777 was a turning point in the war, as it convinced France to enter the conflict on the side of the Americans. The battle was a major victory for the Americans and led to the surrender of a large British army. 5. Siege of Yorktown. The Siege of Yorktown in 1781 was the last major battle of the war. American and French forces surrounded the British army and forced them to surrender, effectively ending the war. Interesting stories and examples from the American Revolutionary War. A. The Boston Tea Party. In 1773, a group of colonists dressed as Native Americans boarded 3 British ships in Boston Harbor and dumped over 300 chests of tea into the water. The event, known as the Boston Tea Party, was a protest against the Tea Act and is considered a key event in the lead-up to the Revolutionary War. B. The Midnight Ride of Paul Revere. In April 1775, Paul Revere rode through the countryside warning the colonists that the British were coming. His famous ride, immortalized in Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem, helped to rally the colonists and prepare them for the coming conflict. C. The Winter at Valley Forge. In the winter of 1777 to 1778, the Continental Army under the command of George Washington camped at Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. The soldiers endured extreme cold, hunger, and disease, but they also received training and supplies that would help them win future battles. D. The role of women. Women played an important role in the American Revolutionary War, serving as spies, nurses, and even soldiers. Women like Deborah Sampson and Margaret Corbin disguised themselves as men and fought in the war. E. Benedict Arnold. Benedict Arnold was a successful American general who played a key role in several important battles, including the Battle of Saratoga. However, he later defected to the British side and became one of the war's most notorious traitors. F. Marquis de Lafayette. The Marquis de Lafayette was a French nobleman who came to America to fight for the colony's independence. He became a trusted advisor to George Washington and played a key role in several important battles. G. The Battle of Cupins. The Battle of Cupins was a significant American victory in the southern theater of the war. The battle was fought in January 1781 and was led by American General Daniel Morgan, who used innovative tactics to defeat a larger British force. H. The Treaty of Paris. The Treaty of Paris, signed in 1783, officially ended the American Revolutionary War and recognized the United States as an independent nation. The treaty also established the boundaries of the new nation and outlined the terms of peace between the United States and Britain. In conclusion, the American Revolutionary War was a pivotal moment in American history and a turning point in the relationship between Britain and its colonies. The conflict was fought over issues of taxation, representation, and independence, and it ultimately resulted in the birth of a new nation. The war was marked by key events such as the Declaration of Independence, the Battle of Saratoga, and the Siege of Yorktown, as well as by interesting stories and examples such as the Boston Tea Party, the Midnight Ride of Paul Revere, and the role of women and foreign allies in the conflict. Today, the American Revolutionary War is remembered as a defining moment in American history and a testament to the power of perseverance, patriotism, and the fight for freedom. Here is a song about American Revolutionary War. Verse 1. In the land of the free and the home of the brave, there was a war that changed the course of our fate. The colonists rose up against their oppressors, determined to secure their rights and their treasures. Chorus. Oh, the American Revolutionary War. The fight for independence, for freedom and more. Through battles and bloodshed, we fought for our cause, and emerged victorious, with the stars and the stripes as our applause. Verse 2. The Declaration of Independence, a bold proclamation, that all men are created equal, and have unalienable rights. The words of Thomas Jefferson, echoing through the nation. A beacon of hope, a call to fight. Chorus. Oh, the American Revolutionary War. The fight for independence, for freedom and more. Through battles and bloodshed, we fought for our cause, and emerged victorious, with the stars and the stripes as our applause. Verse 3. The Boston Tea Party, a protest of defiance against unjust taxes and unfair laws. The Midnight Ride of Paul Revere, a warning of violence that spurred the colonists to take up their arms. Chorus. Oh, the American Revolutionary War. The fight for independence, for freedom and more. Through battles and bloodshed, we fought for our cause, and emerged victorious, with the stars and the stripes as our applause. Verse 4. From Valley Forge to Yorktown, we persevered. Through hardship and sacrifice, we never lost sight of our goal, of our dream, of a land without fear, where freedom and justice always shine bright. Chorus. Oh, the American Revolutionary War. The fight for independence, for freedom and more. Through battles and bloodshed, we fought for our cause, and emerged victorious, with the stars and the stripes as our applause. Outro. We honor the brave men and women who fought for the principles that make us who we are, for the land of the free and the home of the brave, forever shining, like a beacon of hope, like a star. We hope this video has given you a taste of all the incredible experiences Canada has to offer. If you're ready to start planning your own adventure to Canada, please ensure to use our booking.com referral link. https://www.booking.com/index.html $aid=7989335 to book your flights, hotels, car rentals, local attractions, and more. It's an easy and kind way to support this channel and make sure you get the best possible deals on your trip. Thank you. AnHub Metaverse team at Vancouver, Canada, CA.